Welcome to the Stillman Valley High School Athletic and Activity Information 2015-2016 video. Stillman Valley High School is excited to offer this new online registration instrument. Now, the only forms which will have to be hand-delivered to the school are a student's physical and fee. Please read through carefully the Athletic and Activity Handbook. Here you see the key points. There is a lot of new language in the handbook. If you have questions on eligibility, there is also a link on the 8-18 website under Resources, which will explain the process of weekly eligibility and semester eligibility. Also, please note the code of conduct. Before you make a bad choice, know the consequences. At the national level, state level, and local level, sportsmanship this year needs to be a main focus. Bad calls will happen. Officials are human. Remember, we are here to support our teams, not root against other teams. Practice good sportsmanship and it carries over from the stands to the field. Throughout the year, via social media and our 8-18 website, you will see documents for proactive coaching. We will be using this as players, coaches, to help ensure that positive characteristics and the goals that we want for our student athletes are achieved. Please visit the 8-18 website to see when your sport begins practice. Football practice begins Monday, August 10th. The other fall sports begin Wednesday, August 12th. The Meridian School District and Stillman Valley High School believes that concussion education is valuable. This year, we are excited to implement impact testing. For more on this, I'm going to turn over to Brandy Messer.
Hi, my name is Brandy Messer. I'm a doctoral student at St. Anthony College of Nursing. I'm working with the Stillman Valley School District and Erin Engel, the athletic trainer. Today's purpose is to discuss concussions and the impact testing. A concussion is a type of traumatic brain injury that changes the way the brain would normally work. It can be caused by a bump, a blow, or jolt to the head or body that causes the head and brain to move back and forth rapidly in the skull. Most concussions occur without a loss of consciousness. It can be a brief alteration in one's mental status. Athletes that have had a concussion at some point in their lives have an increased risk for another. Young children and teens are at the greatest risk to get a concussion and take longer to recover than an adult. The potential for a concussion is greatest during activities where collisions can occur, such as school-based sports. Concussions can happen anytime a student's head comes into contact with a hard object, such as a floor, desk, or another student's head or body. Not giving the brain enough time to heal after a concussion can be dangerous. A repeated concussion that occurs before the brain heals from the first can slow recovery or increase the chances for long-term health problems. Research indicates that the impact of a concussion on a student-athlete impairs their academic learning, social and emotional functions, and overall performance. Most teens with a concussion will recover quickly and fully, but some will have symptoms that last days, weeks, or even months. Recovery is individualized. Factors that may affect the recovery rate include previous history of concussions, the duration and type of symptoms, age of the athlete, and the sport or activity that the athlete participates in. As a parent, you need to look for the following signs and symptoms in your athlete if they suffer a possible concussion. And remember, in reviewing these signs and symptoms, that symptoms can show up immediately after the injury or sometimes hours later. Symptoms that can be reported by your student athlete if they suffer a possible concussion include that of mental alterations, such as difficulty thinking clearly, concentrating, feeling slowed down, or feeling sluggish. They could have disruption in their sleep patterns, feeling drowsy, sleeping less or more than usual, and having trouble falling asleep. Symptoms can also be that of a physical nature, such as a headache, nausea and vomiting, balance problems, feeling tired, changes in their vision, sensitivity to light or noise, numbness or tingling, or just telling you they don't feel right. They can also have emotional alterations, feeling irritable, sad, more emotional than usual, and nervous. If an athlete reports symptoms after a possible concussion, the athlete should be kept out of play the day of the injury and until a healthcare professional experienced in concussions clears them as symptom-free and okay to return to play. What should you do if you think your student-athlete has suffered from a concussion? Don't hide it, report it. Ignoring symptoms and trying to tough it out will make symptoms worse. Tell your coach, parent, and athletic trainer if you think you or one of your teammates has suffered from a possible concussion. Don't let anyone pressure you into continuing to practice or play with a concussion. Get checked out. Only a healthcare professional can tell if you have had a concussion and when it's okay to return to play. Sports have injury timeouts and player substitutions so that you can get checked out and the team can perform at its best. The sooner you get checked out, the sooner you may be able to safely return to play. Take care of your brain. A repeat concussion that occurs while your brain is still healing can cause long-term problems that may change your life forever. Remember, it's better to miss one game than an entire season. According to the Center for Disease Control, 1.6 to 3.8 million traumatic brain injuries occur annually due to sports and recreation. There are over 207,000 emergency department visits each year related to traumatic brain injuries. Of those, 65% were children between the ages of 5 and 18, with males having the highest rate of visits. This is a 62% increase of incidents of concussions over the last decade. Traumatic brain injury, or concussions, is one of the leading causes of disability in our youth. One program that could better diagnose concussions in high school athletes is to implement mandatory baseline concussion testing in all contact collision sport athletes. Baseline testing provides a valid and reliable marker to detect changes in the event of a concussion or traumatic brain injury. Stillman Valley High School is implementing mandatory baseline concussion testing using the IMPACT system, immediate, post-concussion assessment, and cognitive testing. IMPACT testing will assist our healthcare professionals, such as a physician or athletic trainer, in evaluating and treating head injuries. It's a computerized exam utilized in many professional, college, and high school programs across the country. It's a non-invasive test that's set up in a video game type format, and it takes approximately 20 minutes to complete. The software program tracks information such as memory, reaction time, speed, and concentration. IMPACT is a preseason physical of your brain. IMPACT will be given to all contact and collision athletes before practice or competition. If a concussion is suspected, the athlete will be removed from play and be required to retake the IMPACT test. Both preseason and post-injury data can be given to your physician to help evaluate the extent of your injury. The data will enable health professionals to determine when return to play is appropriate and safe for the injured athlete. Athletes must meet all of the following criteria in order to progress back to competition. They must be asymptomatic, free from all symptoms, have a normal range IMPACT testing score, and a written clearance from their physician, physician assistant, or advanced practice nurse. Even with written clearance, the athletic trainer reserves the right to hold any athlete out if they suspect the athlete is not ready to compete safely. In addition to the above criteria being met, the athlete will be progressed back to full activity following a stepwise process under the supervision of the athletic trainer. If you have any further questions regarding the impact system, please refer to the Resource tab on the school website.
If you have questions, please feel free to contact the athletic office at Stillman Valley High School. You can also stay informed by visiting our 8 to 18 website. You can also access that from the Meridian District website. You can follow me on Twitter or the district Facebook page. Thank you very much for your time.